What was ruined by rich people? Every single piece of water with accessible waterfronts. Edit. Wow, lots of upvotes. Going forward, upvotes will be $8. Housing used to be the only people buying houses were those that were intending to live in them. Now you have rich people looking into investing in real estate, and guess what? Rich houses are poor investments. So rich people are buying up all the affordable housing, driving up the price and creating scarcity. So many things, but I'll say trucks. Once upon a time, a humble working-class vehicle for people who need to be able to do things themselves. Now they're all luxury vehicles with massive margins, unaffordable to anyone who needs them to do real work. Everest. Hey man, our gods live up there and Sagarmatha is a holy site of pilgrimage for Buddhists. I'm a climate and die. Old school ski mountains with family vibes and stoner lifties rocking to music. We always watched those silly Ski Patrol movies about the big corporations coming in and making them yuppieval, and then it happened. The middle class. Colorado. CO born and raised here. Forever priced out of my hometown. Me and all my friends have moved, just can't afford to live there anymore. Mostly expensive due to housing. Also skiing used to be affordable, now it's not. Beaches. Overdevelopment, they fuck it up every damn time. Thrifting. Thrifting is cool when it's rich people donating and poor people buying. Concerts. Why is pork shoulder and oxtail so expensive? It literally used to be the parts nobody wanted. There used to be a really nice big park in the center of the city where I live. Everyone would go there, it was a nice open space. Take your kids, take your dogs, enjoy the fresh air. Then some people from the rich part of town along the edges of the park decided they didn't like the noise coming from the park and pulled some bullshit to buy it out and walled it off so you couldn't go to the park unless you lived in that specific neighborhood anymore. The worst part is a ton of money was spent when they first bought it building it up, adding fountains and children's play areas and redoing the flower beds, and then no money or attention was given to it again and the whole place fell into disrepair, so now even if you live in the neighborhood you can't go there because everything is falling apart and overgrown. So the assholes took the really nice park from everyone else and then neglected it until it became a shithole in the middle of the city. I stopped going to professional sports because I can only afford shitty seats. Not worth the effort anymore. Cheap and simple dishes. Ramen, tacos, sushi. Now everything's gotta be labeled premium only to taste the exact same, if not, worse. Burning Man was the first thing I thought of. When Mark Zuckerberg is helicoptering in to stay in a billionaire camp with air-conditioned mobile homes, Burning Man has lost whatever counterculture standing it had. Any hobby where there's potential profit. Now you've got dickheads like the Logan Paul ruining Pokémon cards. Not because they're into them because they like Pokémon but because they read the stories about the rare cards and just hammered their endless piles of cash into getting everything. Same with those asshole sheikhs with massive comic book collections. They don't give a fuck about comics. They just collect popular valuable stuff. Aspen, Colorado. Housing flipping for sure, looking to potentially buy at the moment, and everything has been fitted with new grey kitchens and modern lighting etc., which isn't my style. I may be in the minority here but means paying way more for a house and then having the job of ripping everything out. 80s and 90s cars. The market is super hot right now and all the rich guys are buying them up. Sorta like 50s and 60s cars in the 90s. Earth. Government. The housing market. The standard of living for everyone else. Collecting. In the past few years the price of little collectibles and things of that sort have gone insanely high. Cards, action figures, you name it. Just look up any sub for a hobby and you'll see people dropping your entire salary in one day. Theme parks. Gone are the days when everyone was equal and you all had to queue, regardless of your income. And even until recently some theme parks gave fast passes periodically throughout the day. Now if you've got deep pockets you can queue jump. Making your day a little better and everyone else's a little worse. Clothing brands. Carhartt, Dickies, Levi's and many more. Like, why did a Dickies t-shirt go from $15 to almost $40 in a few years? I remember not long ago Champion was the cheap Walmart brand no one wanted. Now it's an overpriced name brand. I don't understand it. Champion is a brand people are shelling out for now? The school says you absolutely must have a t-shirt for gym brand? Good God. You can guess a person's age by their opinion on Champion. Old fucks like me remember when Champion was a premium brand, made the official, authentic jerseys for the NBA, and their tees were $30 plus, which would be like paying $40 minus $50 for a tee nowadays. Then, Champion fell off the map before becoming a cheap-ass brand you could find at Walmart. Then, Champion became a fashion brand again, starting doing collabs with Todd Snyder. Back in the day Champion was on the same level as Nike for sportswear. Young people are absolutely shocked that people pay good money for Champion sweatshirts nowadays. Everything really. Mofos have more money than common sense and jack up the prices for the rest of us. Thrift stores. Being poor. I can't even be homeless without trying to fight for a camping spot. Concerts. You can't even buy a beer at one for what a general admission ticket used to cost and people still pay for it. Gestures at everything. Edit. Thank you kind strangers for the awards.